Hi everyone. In my journey to explore productivity, there are often certain concepts I come across time and time again. This isn't by accident, it's because they're powerful methods we can apply to our daily lives, helping us transform our productivity and self-improvement journey. And today, I'm going to share with you 9 top tips that can help you be more productive. So, let's get started. First and foremost, let's talk about owning our time. It's a concept that sounds quite simple, but how often do we say, I don't have the time for something? Think about it. How often do we find the time for what's actually crucial? Perhaps we find the time to binge watch a TV show on Netflix, or take part in a particular hobby that we enjoy and we love doing. We manage to find the time for these because we enjoy doing these things, and therefore they get prioritized. Now imagine if we were to apply this to other tasks. We might think we don't have the time for something, but the reality is we're choosing not to prioritize the time for them. Flip your thought process. Next time you're struggling, devote time to it. It's all about taking ownership of our time. Not only can we ultimately control how we choose to spend our time, so be more intentional and make those choices. Next up, have you ever been stuck in limbo, needing to make a decision as to whether we do something or don't do something? It's kind of the hell yeah or no philosophy. Think about the task or thing that needs a decision. How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel engaged, inspired, excited to do it? Does it light that fire inside? So if it doesn't, then unless it's something that absolutely has to be done, perhaps it's not worth your time. You can apply this filter to many day-to-day decisions. Now do this, and more of what you choose to do will align with your passions, which ultimately means you'll enjoy them more. And ultimately, you'll become more productive and joyful rather than feeling like everything is a chore. Now, every day I check my to-do list on the Task Manager app, Things. I'll look at the tasks and I'll choose at least one thing, one task. Perhaps something not too extensive but achievable. I'll commit to ensuring that I do that task today. By doing this, I'm completing the task. I'm giving myself control and giving myself a positive, even on those chaotic days, that I get a win. So I feel I've made progress even when days can be difficult. So yes, I do use apps a lot to help me organise my life, whether it's calendars or Notion or Things or the Notes app on my phone. I also keep a pen and paper by my desk. Sometimes it might be to quickly jot down an idea that I'll later add to my phone. But also it might be to write down some of the tasks I'm going to work on that day. As I go through the day, I'll physically cross them out, marking them as complete. The act of physically actually writing down those tasks creates a more solid mental commitment to achieving them. And the physical act of checking them off as done boosts that dopamine and gives you that quick win sense of achievement. The more you can do this, the more you'll feel energized by getting through your task, giving you motivation to get through more. When we create lists of things to do, sure, we might allocate them to a particular day, but what happens then is we give ourselves too much room to maneuver those tasks around. We might try and avoid the ones we least want to do, or that are harder or more challenging. We're giving our brain too much freedom and flexibility, and as a result, a lot of the time, we won't achieve all the things on our list. So to get around this, you should try to be more structured in your approach. Use a calendar or even a piece of paper. Set aside those specific blocks of time through the day. These blocks could be task specific or perhaps by project, kind of like setting yourself a mini deadline through the day. When you do this, you're much more likely to get through your tasks. You might even block time for not doing things, taking breaks, going for a walk, for example. Now don't time block yourself to exhaustion. Make sure you do allow some flexibility in there for some rest and relaxation. Now talking of setting deadlines, often if we set aside time for things, we'll always find a way for that thing to fill the time that we've allocated. Perhaps you've allocated 2 hours to a task, but in reality you probably could have got it done in 1 hour with a bit of deep work. It's Parkinson's Law in action. In other words, work expands so as to fill the time available for its completion. Well, to fight back against this, set yourself artificial deadlines. This tricks your brain into working to a tighter timescale. You'll double down your efforts and actually get it done in the time you've set, as long as it was still realistically achievable, of course. Now for me, my mornings are when I'm most productive. My body and mind is awake and I'm full of energy and recharged. This is known as a circadian rhythm. In humans, it's a 24-hour cycle that dictates when we're most alert and when we're ready for sleep. Typically, the human rhythm is one where peak alertness is around 2 to 3 hours after waking up, followed by another 9 to 10 hours after awakening. If we therefore try to choose how we use our time to fit the natural cycle, we can also maximise the productivity and also feel the health benefits by ensuring we rest and sleep when we need to. Now, this obviously won't work for everyone. Often people are working shifts or other factors and life things get in the way. But the more we can be consistent with our rhythm, the better for the long term. See if you can identify where your most alert levels are and plan your work to fit. Now, as I grew through my career in management, I learned that one of the toughest things to do was to learn how to delegate. I've always been quite a hands-on person, just one to get stuck in, but sometimes, if we have the option, we should delegate. Every task has a value, and if that task is not bringing in direct results and helping you progress and achieve, then delegate these out so you can use the time more wisely. It can be really hard at first, but the more you do, the more you put your trust in others, outsource chores or mundane business tasks. You'll feel so much better for having the time to focus on the things that actually matter and have more of a positive impact. Now, when we're an entrepreneur, perhaps working solo, it's easy to forget and miss our own achievements, but it's vitally important we do also try to celebrate our own successes. Every night before I go to sleep, I'll look back at the day and I'll think about the tasks I've accomplished, giving myself a virtual pat on the back for those that I did. Recognising when we're achieving things is crucial. It gives us that motivation motivational nudges every now and again and keeps us on track. Now, we need to remember that it's okay sometimes not to achieve. So, okay, you didn't get quite everything done that you wanted. We need to also remember that sometimes it's okay not to achieve. So if you didn't quite get everything done that you wanted, that's also okay. Be thankful and satisfied with what you did do. Feel good about how you manage your time. Now, if you're interested in more ways to manage your time, build habits, and generally grow your productivity, give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more of my videos that can help us enjoy being productive in life. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.